Hello, I am Kory, the principal of Aprende Middle School. I am going to give you a very low-tech narrated version of our typical school tour because unfortunately we aren't conducting any right now. Hopefully at the end of the school year, students from Brisas and Cielo will be able to come on Rally Day and get a tour in person and see the school. And hopefully we can also schedule some tours for our out-of-district or open enrollment families during that time as well. In the meantime, I will do my best not to make you have motion sickness and show you a little bit of Aprende Middle School. So first, just to give you a little bit of context, this is the door that you will be coming through in the mornings when you arrive at school. This is the door right next to our office in our 6th grade building. So if you look this way, that is our parent drop-off in the front of the school in front of Brisas and Aprende. So if you get dropped off by your parents, you'll be coming down this hall into these doors here. If you ride a bus, you will be coming through these gates and into the building. So please don't worry, the first couple days of school, there will always be someone to help you get where you need to go. And we definitely don't count tardies right away either, so don't worry about that. So this is the hallway going into the 6th grade building. Right here is the office, so the office entrance and the health office. At Aprende, our building is arranged in pods. So there's a 6th grade pod, a 7th grade pod, and an 8th grade pod. And basically, they're just circles. So I'm going to take you on a tour of the 6th grade pod. So this is the 6th grade pod right here. So all of your core classes will be held right here in this pod. So your social studies, ELA, science, and math will all be in this circular area. This way, down that hallway and then around the corner are the 7th and 8th grade pods. So the 6th grade has its own little area, just like every grade level. We also tell students that if you get lost, just look for the brick. This is the only exposed brick in our building, and the brick is our office. So all of our principals, assistant principal, our counselor, health office, anybody that you need help from will be inside this brick area. So let's start here in the 6th grade hallway. So again, it's just a big circle, so some students get really nervous and think that they're going to get lost and it's so huge and such a big school, but really all of your classes are going to be right in this circular area. On both sides of the pod are restrooms, and then most of your classes will all be right in this same area. So for example, we'll show you a language arts classroom, unfortunately very empty and bare right now. But this is a typical classroom with tables. So this is a language arts classroom. And then right across the hallway could be your math class. So the classrooms are pretty close together. This is our math classroom. Usually this classroom has tables. This is Ms. Stadahar's classroom. And then I'll walk you over here into our typical science lab. So this is our science lab and science classrooms. Again, this is usually set up with tables and workstations for students to work at. But since we're in different times, right now it looks a little bit different than it will next year when you come here. So we're going to go back out to the middle of the pod. So there was the language arts classroom I took you into, and the math. And then here, for example, could be your science class. We'll walk here on the back side of the pod. This is just kind of a hallway area that connects to another science lab, and then some other classrooms on the other side. So here is the other side of the pod. So again, all of your classes are going to be fairly close together with restrooms on either side. So all of your core classrooms will be here. Then we're walking around back to the other side of the pod and back to where I started with the office and the entrance doors. Very simple. One area for you. So this is our 6th grade pod, hallway, and a couple classrooms. When you go to electives and lunch, what we'll be telling you, and again, there will always be people helping you, especially those first couple weeks, is you will follow this brick wall all the way around to get outside for lunch and for electives. So again, we say just follow the brick wall around. Now we're getting into the 7th grade pod. Very similar to the 6th grade pod, but with 7th graders. Just a circle around. Again, you're following the brick here. Again, sorry if I'm making you a little motion sickness. Follow that brick all the way around. The brick, again, is the office. So Miss Norris, our counselor, my office, all of the assistant principal offices are all in there. This is the start of the 8th grade pod. So again, you're following this brick all the way around. And then you'll be going out these doors anytime you go to an elective class that is outside of this main building. So here's the other side of the office. We have the library over there, an elective building there, and then through here is how you get to lunch and to the gym. I will show you the other elective buildings in just a minute, but this is the way you get to lunch and PE, as well as band, if you have band as one of your electives. In the main building where we just came from, the only electives in that building are computer science, theater, choir, and orchestra. So through these doors here is the gym. This is our NPR and cafeteria, and then the outdoor area. So I just came in from the outside, and this is the lobby to our gym. So if you have PE, you would come through here into the gym. We do have lockers for our PE students. You will be dressing out for PE, not in the very beginning, but after the first week or so, you will be dressing out for PE. So you can get PE clothing online or at school. This is our gym, just a typical middle school gym. And then I don't usually get to show you the locker room because there are always students on campus. But today I will be able to show you the locker room. So this is our girls' locker room. So there's an area to keep your clothing and your other items. You will be issued a lock, and this is where you will dress out for PE. There are restrooms in here if you need those. So for lunch, students can either choose to eat inside our NPR or outside in our outdoor cafeteria. So typically during lunch, all of these tables here would be set up, and you'd go in those doors down there and get your food. If you are buying food, we always ask that you start inside, get your food, and then you can either sit inside or you can choose to sit outside. We have an indoor snack shack, and then on the other side, we have an outdoor snack shack where you can buy all that junk food that we know you love. And then this is our outdoor cafeteria. So again, students can choose to sit inside or outside. For the first half of lunch, we do ask that you stay seated and eat. But the second half of lunch, if you'd like to go out onto the basketball courts and shoot hoops, or play basketball, or play in our Gaga pit, or play wall ball, you're more than welcome to do that. So the second half of lunch, we will let you here. And again, you can go out to our courts and shoot hoops. You can play in our Gaga pit, which is very popular, or you can just sit and chill, or you can play wall ball. So this is our outdoor cafeteria, and our cafeteria, also known as our NPR multi-purpose room, for lunch. The other thing over here is the band elective. So if you are a band student, you would come to this area just like you were coming to lunch or PE. Our gym is over there on the other side. So again, there's the walkway. This is our outdoor cafeteria, inside cafeteria. And then this door here leads to band, our band room. So you would come through here. Miss Warner, our awesome band teacher, would be waiting for you. And this is the band room. Again, not really set up right now, but this houses our award-winning band program and band teacher. So this is the door that you would come out for lunch in your electives. This is the office door here. So if you have FACS, STEM, art, or peer tutors, you would be going to this building right here. So you come out the doors, cross the sidewalk here. This building also hosts our JAG TV and media production elective. So this is our elective hallway here. The first room we come to is art. This is our art classroom. Painting, drawing, ceramics, anything having to do with art. Then a little bit further down the hallway here is our STEM classroom. Miss Landis is our STEM teacher. So this is our STEM lab. Lots of fun project-based learning happening in here typically. And then right next door to STEM is FACS, Family and Consumer Science. So career development, cooking, maybe a little bit of sewing. This is our FACS lab. So we have classroom space, sewing machines, the teacher demonstration area, and then individual kitchens for student groups. FACS, very popular elective. You get to cook what you make. Always very yummy. Across the hall from FACS is our peer tutor classroom. So if you are a peer tutor, that's your classroom right there for that elective. And then finally, Mr. Holcraft is our media teacher. So media production and JAG TV is in this classroom here. So a lot of workspace and a green screen for our media production. So that is the elective building. I'll take you in to peek at our amazing library. Students can use the library before and after school typically, and can sometimes go during lunch. And then you will always be going during your ELA classes if you'd like to check out books. So right next to our elective building is our library. This side over here is for the middle school students. We do share our library with Breesis. It's the only part of the campus that is connected to Breesis. So we have books, the genre room for different types of books for students to read. This again is for our middle school students. Lots of awesome stuff to read in here. And then just to get your bearings again, show you where we're at. Right there in front of us is the main office. And then the door that you always come in and out of as sixth graders to go to your electives out here, which would be FACS, art, STEM, PE, band, peer tutoring, and media production. Those electives would all be outside here. So this is the door that you always come in and out, and we will practice this multiple times the first couple weeks of school. This is the office door and the door you come in and out. I know it says 8th grade, but that's just for this year. And here we are back to the office area. You'd come through here. And as we say, you follow the brick all the way around, and that will get you back to the 6th grade pod. During passing periods, typically our SRO, our school resource officer, stands here. And then our 6th grade administrator, Miss Violette, is always at the front of the 6th grade pod to help direct you or help you with anything that you need. So here we are back to the 6th grade pod, your core classrooms, and the front of the building where we began. So once again, students, families, really hopeful that we can do something in person sometime soon, but until then, hopefully this gives you just a little bit of a taste of this very, again, low-tech virtual tour of Aprende. Looking forward to meeting you.